So this is the part 2 of our dieting education, and here we're going to discuss intermittent fasting and all the different types that are available. So there are about 7 different types of intermittent fasting. The first one is a once a week 24-hour fast, and this basically, as stated in the title, you do one day of the week a 24-hour fast. You can still drink water, tea, and other calorie-free drinks during the fasting period, but basically what you do is the night before you fast, you eat dinner and you go to sleep. As soon as you eat your dinner, your 24-hour fast starts. So the following day you miss breakfast and you miss lunch, but then you can break your fast for dinner, and you do that once a week. The second is the 5-2 diet, which basically just means that you eat 5 days out of the week, and for 2 days out of the week you fast. So in this case, the 2 fasting days a week, you consume about 500 calories for women and 600 calories for men. The third one is the warrior diet, and this one is a little bit more difficult because it does consist of a 20-hour fasting period involving eating a few servings a day and then eating a large meal before you sleep. So for example, in the mornings, you can eat only a very small amount of vegetables and fruits, and then you can have your large meal around dinner time, so between 4 to about 6 o'clock. The fourth one is the alternate day fasting, and this one's one of the ones that are commonly done currently, which consists of eating normally every other day, and then the days in between, which typically will be around 3 days a week, fasting. So the fasting can be done one of 2 ways. You can either do a 24-hour fast, and you can consume liquids, primarily ones that are low in calories, such as water, teas, or low-calorie drinks. Or in these 3 days a week for your fasting days, you can consume very little calories, typically about 500 calories a day. The fifth one is called the 16-8 fast, which basically just means fasting for 16 hours a day and then eating for about 8 hours a day. So this would typically consist of skipping breakfast, having lunch and dinner, and then around your dinner time you start your fast, and then carrying it over to the next day, again skipping breakfast, having a lunch, and then having your dinner, and so on and so forth. And this one's done daily. This one is also one of the ones that are most commonly being done today, just because it's a little bit easier, it's more feasible to do, and it's more tolerable as well. So the sixth type is the 12-hour intermittent fasting, which basically you eat normally for 12 hours a day and then you fast for 12 hours a day. So your first meal would be at 8 a.m. and then your last meal would be at 8 p.m. So there's about a 12-hour gap in between those. And that can be adjusted to however will be more convenient for you. So if maybe 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. is more convenient, or 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. is more convenient, then it doesn't matter as long as the 12-hour fast is being done daily. And then lastly, the last type of fast will be meal skipping. So as the name implies, you would skip a meal. You decide what meal you'd like to skip, and you just do it. This basically just, again, decreases caloric intake throughout the day. Now, many people resort to fasting as a means to compensate the calories that they eat during the day, meaning they skip a meal to reduce caloric intake, yet in their next meal they eat things that are extremely high caloric and processed. So the goal of these intermittent fasts is to limit caloric intake, but ensuring also that the meals that are consumed are healthy, filled with vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, healthy fats, and things like that. So the goal here is not just to skip a meal and call it a day. It is, yes, to skip a meal or to fast for several hours during the day, but when the meals are consumed, they are also low in calories, but high in protein, fiber, and things like that. In summary, after reviewing all of these different diets that are available, there's not really a right or wrong type of diet. It's basically choosing the best one that fits your lifestyle. And then a really good tip to view or have the perception towards these diets is not viewing it as a diet, as that can be very restrictive, but viewing it as a lifestyle. The goal here is to choose one that best fits your lifestyle so you can accommodate it easily and carry it on, not just temporarily to lose weight, but afterwards for maintenance. The goal is just to have a healthy lifestyle, healthy eating habits.